Κύριο Τζάκη για την εξαιρετική εισαγωγή του ξένου εταίρου μας σήμερα. I would like to ask Professor Haberal to stand for the recognition of him as a foreign fellow of the Academy.
Honorable Representative of His Excellency, the President of the Greek government, Mr. Georgiades, Minister of Health, most worthy representative of the Archbishop of Athens and all Greece, honorary representative of the government and Greek parliaments, honorary academician, honorary representative of the ambassador of the Republic of Turkey of Greece, honorary consultant of the Republic of Turkey in Greece, and my dearest, very close friend, Andy Zakis, and dear colleague, dear guests, ladies and gentlemen. Now, actually, this is not my first visit in Athens. I came to Athens, I can say many times, because I'm general surgeon, transplant surgeon, and burn surgeon as well. I have really many of friends from the Greek, and I came here many times. But unfortunately, you know, I didn't stay longer. On the other hand, you know, my small town, my hometown, name also Atina. It is very, very important. And, you know, during my high school period, or the teacher of philosophy, they were teaching us about, you know, Greek culture, philosophy, and of course, Plato, Aristotle, and Sokrates. You know, we are out in the Hippocrates, you know, out because doctor, you know, you should follow this. Well, today, in my life, really, on historical day, very important day. You know, when I was in high school, I never imagined that in the one day I will be in Athens, and also I will be elected as a, you know, Academy of Athens, founded by the Platon. You know, I never imagined this, but today really it's happened, and therefore, you know, Andy, really, and all of you. I can't find any word to thank you all. You know, it's our region, our two country, you know, is very important. And if I am here today, as I received this prestigious award, I would like to express my gratitude to Atatürk, you know, the founding father of modern Turkey, to whom I owe my presence today. As final word, I'm grateful for what Atatürk and Venizelos, you know, had done for our nation, and I'm really much hope that this will create the excellent opportunity for us to forge new this between our two countries. I'm sure that it will be some way new door in between two countries. And I'm always saying that we don't need any other country. If we will cooperate with each other closely, we can do whatever we want. No question. And I'm sure that in the for future, we will do this, and we will, you know, treat it not only, you know, it's chronic organ disease patient, you know, burns, any kind of cancer, and, you know, fortunately, at our university, we have any type of facilities. Therefore, you know, our relationship is really very important, and we should continue to this. And, you know, it's, I will some way summarize to you what I've done related to transplantation in my country, not only my country, actually our region as well. You know, it's, I graduated 1967 from the Ankara University, and, you know, then I joined the Hacettepe University. Hacettepe University, founded by Dr. Doramachi, early 60s. And, you know, I started my, you know, general surgery training like this, you know, this is 1968. You know, it's the first attempt of organ transplantation. Remember, you know, Bernard, you know, performed first heart transplantation. Then, 1968, two surgeons in my country, they just attempted to start the cardiac transplantation, but unfortunately, the patient didn't live longer. And, you know, during my residency period, I was, you know, third year resident. One of our colleagues, you know, came from the United States, and we decided to do a liver experiment on pig, and then he left. Unfortunately, this project really difficult. We couldn't be successful there. Then I continued to do liver transplantation on dog, and I was really successful. I didn't use, you know, any, you know, blood, you know, the transfer or something like that. And when I completed my general surgery in 1971, I appointed as assistant professor. And I already mentioned that I was also interested in general surgery, burn, and transplantation as well. At the time, you know, during either my, you know, medical student period and also, you know, it's a residency period, I was saying that everything can happen, either United States or Europe. I wondered, you know, I decided that I should go to the United States, see United States. Is United States really in the country in the sky or somewhere? And, you know, 1973, I went to Schreiner University, and I done experimental study and learn anything. And then at the time, Denver was the center, transplantation center in the world. All of the people related to transplantation were coming to Denver. And already mentioned in the Sokrates that Dr. Elias, Bostonius, worked together. I don't know, unfortunately, I didn't, met anymore, but he was there as well. And, during my residency and, medical student period, whenever, chronic kidney or liver patient applying to outpatient clinic, we're saying that, unfortunately, we don't do anything for you. Unfortunately, a lot of patients are dying. But Tom Starzl, he made it impossible to possible. No question. First, if done really experimental study on dog. And then, he performed really in the first in the pediatric disease transplantation, liver transplantation. Therefore, when I completed my burn, education in Galveston, then I went to Denver. And, Tom worked together. And I stayed there exactly 1.5 years. I went to Denver June 1st, 1974, and I stayed there exactly 1.5 years. Left Denver June 30, 1975. Then I asked Tom, I decided to go back to my country. He said that, what you're going to do in Turkey? There is nothing there. I told him that. He said, thank you. I took many things from you. I should go back to my country, and I will try to do my best, because we have, at the Murray University, former university, have dialysis center, and I will do my best. And, finally, I came in the Hacettepe University. And I performed first living-related kidney transplantation. Of course, when I came back, except me, no one did have any information about transplantation. Doctor, nurse, technician, all people. And first, I performed 3 experimental kidney transplant in dog. And I, tested the people, say that, okay, this is the system. And we perform first, this kidney transplant. At the time, there was no any legislation in my country. I just talked to our people. And I realized that we have a lot of patients, but unfortunately, we don't have legislation. When I was in the United States, we were using disease, kidney, and liver. Everything, coming, disease in the donor. But unfortunately, we didn't have legislation. Then I thought that I should show all people that patient kidney can be useful to treat the chronic kidney disease patient. And I applied, it's the Eurotransplant Foundation in Leiden. And finally, this October 10, 1978, they sent me 1 kidney. Till my operation, that kidney preserved only 12 hours. After, I started researching on these kidneys, and I performed this transplantation. And after that, I realized that it's preservation time over 24 hours. And then I contact every center in Europe and United States as well. I say that whenever you have kidneys, over 12 hours, please send it to me. And at the time, I performed 122 kidney transplants. And I showed that you can preserve these kidneys over 100 hours. Like here, these ladies, and I showed Tom Starzl. This lady's preservation time, 110 hours, 44 minutes. These ladies live with these kidneys 25 years. And, then when I presented, this is the first, ISAT meeting in Zurich, I will say that probably you will bring the kidney from grave as well. That's it. Then I showed this, all in the transplant center or send it to me kidney. They say that, why you send it to kidney to you? If it is useful, we'll use this as well. And I change, literature. That's this. After this, I apply our General Assembly. And, it's, of course, before, I talked to our religion leader and also media people. And, it's, finally, we got our legislation. This legislation is very important, especially, it's Article 3. Buying and selling organs, definitely forbidden. Unfortunately, today, still, this is the problem. And except scientific organization, Article 4. Advertising of transplantation, definitely forbidden. And Article 15, of course, say that if someone apply transplantation against this law, they will give a lot of penalty. And of course, I will continue work, our religion leader. When I talk first, as our religion leader, they say that, how come? I say that, what we are doing now, after that, we are burying the people with their healthy organs. In contrast, if we will use these organs, we will do and save a lot of chronic organ disease life. And anyhow, I performed first domestic kidney transplant, July 27, 1999, after just accepted this legislation. It was really important. And, I continue all of this. Look at this down. This is ladies like this. This lady, she was a lawyer. And this young guy, he didn't have enough, financial support. 3 months later, after transplantation, unfortunately, I lost this patient, this young guy, because he didn't have, enough facilities. Therefore, I thought that I should do something more. Therefore, I founded Turkish Transplantation and Burn Treatment Foundation, 1980. Why? They say because, to help, provide, these people for treatment, provide financial support and organize new dialysis center and so on. It was very important, And at the same time, I performed, the experimental heterotopic liver transplantation as well. Of course, when I completed my kidney transplant period, my goal was to start liver transplant as well. Therefore, we addendum, this own legislation. And, finally, I found the dialysis center as well. Belong to this foundation, okay? And, I decided to construct a hospital, and I constructed this hospital. And William Koff, William Koff is pioneer in the dialysis machine as well. He visited my center and really helped me a lot. And finally, I decided first, this is liver transplantation in our region. It was a brain dead patient, and December 8, 1988, I performed successful liver transplantation as well. And also I started, this organ harvesting, still different from different city as well. Because I started Ankara, but I thought that I should also, bring the, DC donors to different city as well. This is also theirs. You know, it's interestingly, when I was in Denver one day, I can say 13, maybe 14 years old girl, sent him from Germany. They put it there, but unfortunately they say that it is not possible to do something. If you like, you can bring this patient to Denver. I prefer the patient. We brought the patient to the operating table. We opened this. We realized that a huge liver tumor. It is not possible to do something. Finally, we called Tom. He came, he removed almost, two of three in the liver, and just small liver stayed there. I thought that she's gonna die anyhow, but she lived, and she became ballerina, with her and the husband. After this operation, I started to think that if, this patient lived, is there any possibility to use left side of liver? And first, I performed this, March 15, 2019. It was the first in Europe as well. It was the first successful. And then, of course, my goal also applied to this in the adult patient as well. And this, the adult father donated liver for his son, and it was the first in the world. We have some patients, they have also chronic kidney and liver disease as well. And when I accepted this patient, I talked to mother. I said that, this is possibility. If you will donate it, left side of liver and also kidneys, you're good, live. I come here. And finally, I applied this operation. It was the first in the world as well. Additional, I perform metabolic partial liver and this is transplantation, either, this is donor or, and living as well. But anyhow, November 3, 1975, and April 1st, 2024, more than, 3,500 in the kidney transplant performed at our institution. And also in the December 8, 1988, and April 29, performed more than, 700 liver transplantation. And today, I was the first, but today, 80 transplant center, over 50 liver, heart, lung, and pancreas, cornea, bone. Now, this reality. After this, I also decided, to encourage our people as well. And I founded first in the Turkish Dialysis and Transplant Society, and I organized a meeting, and, and convinced the people. In 1982, George Abuna organized a meeting in Kuwait. And I realized that there is no any relationship, really right relationship between Middle country. Therefore, I decided to do something. I'm sorry about this. But anyhow, 1983, I organized a meeting, symposium. Dr. Tom Stazel, Roy Kahn, and many of my friends, we worked together in Denver. They're also in Ankara. It is very important. And finally, I founded also Middle East Dialysis and Transplant Foundation. And I organized the first meeting in Istanbul. At the time, Iran and Iraq were fighting each other. I organized a panel, and Dr. Ahad Ghas and Al Khayyal were sitting around the same table. This is a scientific 10. And then I thought that it shouldn't be go with over the foundation. I should change this foundation to society. And finally, I founded Medal Society for Organ Transplantation. I also applied in the Civil Salon in Bern. They also, it's signed theirs. And every 2 years, we are organizing meeting different parts in our region. And still, for instance, last year was meeting in Ankara. Next year, Mezat meeting will be in Ankara as well. Therefore, I'm inviting many of you to participate in this meeting as well. 1990, I founded the Turkish Transplant Society, and same thing. And November 2014, I was invited to Athens to start its pediatric liver transplantation. I went there, performed first in the pediatric liver. I was asked that, is there any possibility to help more through, Kazakhstan and this region? I told them that. When I go back to my country, I will found Turkic World Transplant Society. And then, I organized first meeting in Astana, and second meeting in Baku, and also third meeting, so there's, through this, a lot of original people that came. First in Azerbaijan, I was working in Azerbaijan, 1993. Look at this. And Kazakhstan also, and I was the first kidney, pediatric kidney, and first liver. And this guy, when I transplanted him, he was 6 months old. Now today, he is in the primary school. And we are now playing chess together. In Uzbekistan also, I went to Uzbekistan and started, pediatric and also husband to wife transplantation as well. And 2 days, I performed, 12 transplants in the same day. Yes. And Kyrgyzstan as well, it's this, and this reality. Now, today, training, local health professional, education, public awareness, and international partnership is very important. Now, today, in our region, Medal Society, Organ Transplantation, Turkic World Transplant Society, and Turkic Transplant Society. Now we are working together and, organize a meeting. This is reality. And now, unfortunately, I already mentioned that. There is a lot of patient, but unfortunately, there is no enough organs. Therefore, unfortunately, some country, using transplant tourism and selling organs. It is unfortunate. And look at here, people, a lot of, poor people, they are it is very important things. Therefore, our legislation, very important, what to say that, completely, forbidden. Selling organs and tissue, and advertising forbidden as well. But unfortunately today, in some countries, some areas, is a reality. 1991, WHO asked me to have our legislation. Finally, they published this article, and they say, no, sell or purchase organs. This is very important. Well, because of this, 2008, April 30, May 2 is organized. The International Society Transplantation International Affairs Society decided to organize meeting in Istanbul. I was host. I organized all of the activities in Istanbul. You know, a lot of people participated. And finally, you know, we published the Istanbul Declaration. Now I can say every, you know, transplantation meeting, always Istanbul Declaration is very important about it, you know. We also visit the Pope, you know, it's in Rome, and also this Pontifical Academy of Science of Summit, you know, it's also there is there, just, you know, that. What we can do at present, living-related transplantation, symposium and organ exchanges, and disc transplantation is very important. I'm always, you know, saying that in the possible solution. Of course, expanding funding resources, establish national organ procurement center, encourage on organ sharing, network and registry, address social and religious concern of the public, eliminate commercial transplantation and transplant tourism through the university section. It is very important, really. And you know, I'm always saying that, and a lot of people, once again, dying with their healthy organs. Unfortunately, a lot of chronic organ especially need the healthy organs. Therefore, we should encourage this transplantation. It is very important. And you know, September 14, 1993, I founded Başkent University. And I started this, and summarize to you, this is the Orphan Hospital, and you know, this is our campus. I'm really inviting all of you. This is our library. You know, it's that's the England, you know, this thing, and the Royal Society of Britain. They invited me, their center, and they, you know, gave me the Distinguished Fellow. They showed me their library, and they said that this library capacity 600 books. 600,000 books. I said, fine, our library, more than 1 million book capacity. They say, oh really? Yes. Is it possible to see? Of course, you can come see. I think, you know, I'm also inviting all of you. This is our library at their campus. And we have orchestra Akademik Başkent. I started with 2 people, believe me, 2 people. Now today, international orchestra we have. We have research center, you know, we are not in Ankara, we are Istanbul, we are Konya, we are Adana, Alanya, Izmir. We have more than 10 hospitals. For instance, in Adana, now we are completing the 4th hospital, oncology and hematology hospital. It will be open in the future. And we have very good, you know, animal breeding research center. You know, it's, we have pig, we have rabbit, we have rat. Therefore, you know, whenever some of your colleagues like to do research, you are very welcome. They can come. If they like to use the pig, there's pig here. They like to use the rat, there's a rat, a lot of rats. A rabbit, a lot of rabbits. That's the reality. No way. And also we have dairy product. You know, it's all belong to everything, Başkent University, everything, you know. And, you know, we have 2 hotels. One is a thermal hotel. I'm really inviting all of you to stay there. You know, it's a thermal hotel. You know, it's really just a middle of forest. Very good. You know, you can stay there. And we have television channel. Channel B. This is also international channel, not the, okay. And, you know, then I founded university. Believe me, you know, Many days I stayed without sleep. You know, I was thinking that how I will run this university. One day, one of our teachers came and presented, 1994 at that time. He mentioned the quality. I said, okay, my goal is quality. Başkent University equal quality. That's it. Or it's either, healthcare and also educational whole system under the control of our quality system. No way. We have excellent team. They are working. We are controlling all of the system. And today, more than 10,000 people working with us, and it's in different place. And already mentioned, that is Transplantation Society till my presidency period. Meetings were organized either in the United States generally or Europe. When I became the president, I say to our colleague that I think we should change. We should organize it, this scientific meeting regional. And first region will be our region. And 2022, 29 meeting was in Buenos Aires. During the closing, I was the chairman of scientific committee, and during the closing ceremony, I went, to take the microphones, say that, okay, this is the 29, 29, 30 will be in Istanbul. Now everything already organized. This meeting will be Istanbul Congress Center, everything already registered. And, I'm also inviting all of the colleagues, transplant calling, but if something happens, additional, Turkish Airlines will be carrying travel, and they, decrease, business, ticket 20%, and economic 15%. Additional, I will talk, mayor, will provide during the meeting any kind of facilities for our colleague. This mayor will provide, just if someone like to go different place in Istanbul, they will go there freely, no way. Everything ready. But in summary, it's reality today. We have a lot of chronic organ disease patients, but unfortunately, we don't have enough organs. Actually, organ donation, not organ donation, this is life donation. When, we operated the patient, first in chronic kidney disease patient life changing on the operating table. When completed the transplantation, kidney starting, working on the operating table. Same thing for liver. Therefore, what we are doing, we are donating life. We are not donating, organs. Therefore, I'm inviting all of human beings, please, donating life. And once again, thank you all, Mr. President, Mr. Minister of Health, and this all, religion leader, and these, and all of the, colleagues here. I cannot find it, really, believe me, any word to thank you all. Because, but we should cooperate closely with each other, very closely work together. We don't need any other country. Fortunately, we have any kind of facilities. No way. I don't want, any excuse. If someone like to do research, I'm saying that, okay, please come. And additional, I provide at least 100 people for free registration, at least 100. Already say, now, I provide this as well. Therefore, if you need anything else, just let us know. This is the origin. No way. You know, why in the past, Atatürk and Venezuela, what they have done, we should do exactly similar thing. If we will help each other, and if we work together, we'll solve any kind of problem. No way. And once again, thank you all. No way. Of course, you can ask me any kind of question. Any kind of question you can ask me. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Haberal.